All right, let's get to the breaking news coming in at the moment. This is, of course, after Munir's nuclear threat against India. The Ministry of External Affairs has now reacted sharply to the Pakistan Army Chief's nuclear sabre-rattling. The statement reads, and I quote, "Nuclear sabre-rattling is Pakistan's stock in trade. The international community can draw its own conclusions on the irresponsibility inherent in such remarks." My colleagues Pratibha as well as Pranesh are with me for more details on this. Pratibha, to you first, get us more details of how India has responded. In fact, this is the first response that has come in from the government.
Yes, absolutely. The Ministry of External Affairs has put out a detailed statement responding to Pakistan. This is the official statement. It says, our attention has been drawn to the remarks reportedly made by the Pakistan Chief of Army Staff while on a visit to the United States. Nuclear sabre-rattling is Pakistan's stock in trade. The international community can draw its own conclusions on the irresponsibility inherent in such remarks, which also reinforce the well-held doubts about the integrity of nuclear command and control in a state where the military is hand in glove with terrorist groups. So it has called out Pakistan, going on to say it is also regrettable that these remarks should have been made from the soil of a friendly third country. India has already made it clear that it will not give in to nuclear blackmail. We will continue to take all steps necessary to safeguard our national security. So it has called out Pakistan and has said that such remarks are reinforcing the doubts about the integrity of Pakistan's nuclear command.
All right, Pratibha, thanks very much for getting us the details of that statement. Pranesh, once again, coming to these sham remarks by the Field Marshal of Pakistan. He likes to call himself Field Marshal, but clearly this is something that India has rejected in the past as well. But this is the first time that a Pakistani army chief has given out a nuclear threat against any country from American soil.
Shreya, you're right. This is more a reflection on the Americans than on Pakistan, because we know that Pakistan is a rogue state and we expect no better from Pakistan, and these statements should not surprise us one bit. The fact that the statements were made on the US territory, US land, the mainland America, should be a matter of concern for the Americans, and this exposes Trump's hypocrisy to the core. Here's a man who says, look, give me a Nobel Peace Prize because I've been stopping wars. And here's a failed general whose nuclear sabre-rattling has become the talking point around the world. So the poise in the statement released by the Ministry of External Affairs actually shames United States without even naming it. And it reminds me of what Winston Churchill had said about diplomacy. He had said that diplomacy is the art of telling people to go to hell in a way that they ask for directions. So this is India's way of calling out American hypocrisy.
Absolutely, Pranesh. And also, what's interesting is that this is the same Donald Trump who's rubbing shoulders with the Pakistani army chief, welcoming him to Washington, D.C., giving him that welcome that perhaps, Pakistan hasn't seen in United States of America in the past several years. But as you said, this is a president that likes to call himself the peace president. He's also been saying how US has obliterated Iran's nuclear facility. Then you have Pakistan going on the very American soil and giving out nuclear threats against India. It really brings down Donald Trump and the kind of, so-called faith that he has placed in Pakistan.
It just tells you the script that Donald Trump wants the world to believe in. This is, according to him, playing out as per his script, but this is, in the long run, not good for the Americans and not good for global peace that the Americans, seem to be so concerned about. Because if you see the track record of not just this man, but of the Pakistani establishment, and Munir is now the symbol, living poster boy of the Pakistani deep state, of the Pakistani army and the ISI that comprises the deep state. All that he has on his mind is global destruction. So how does Trump expect a Nobel Peace if he keeps hosting and rolling out the red carpet for Munir?
Absolutely.